You do it to yourself.
What do I do to myself?
This.
What, ruin my brand?
Your brand.
Brands are there to be built and destroyed.
Okay. Remember that. Remember that.
What's your brand though?
Wholesome.
Don't co-opt my brand.
What is my brand? Sarcasm.
Okay. Dry humour.
Dry humour.
Wit.
Wit. I like this.
Falling asleep. D&D.
Yeah.
M&S cocktails in a can.
Yeah. Sushi.
Soft life.
1942.
I ain't seen you drink no 1942 something out, man. I'm not.
Oh. But
I lie.
Look at the places we go to.
No, man.
Let's address this.
Don't do that to the man, dude.
Let's address.
With your girls, it's Glenn's. Don't come around and tell me.
Nah,
Glenn's.
nah, respect my friend, please. Nah, respect my friend.
Do you know what you said? The place we go to. We said we're taking to mediocre places that don't serve 1942.
Yeah.
So where have you gone that you've been drinking 1942?
Restaurants.
Oh, restaurants.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fair. One thing about women, bro, their evening dinner budget, brazy.
Just so good. I love it.
Recommend. Where are your top 3 places to go at the moment?
Oh, my favourite restaurant that I've been to was an Italian place. Bardo, that was sensational.
Bardo, okay.
Yeah. Sushi wise, I really did enjoy the Rocker Brunch. I'd always suggest people to go there.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like a bit of scenery and ambiance, 14 Hills is very nice. Nice place to go on a date, guys. Yeah. Really nice. I'll say those are my like faves.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hear that?
Man. Well, you've heard it from the food connoisseur herself. You thought I was going to sound crazy. My brand, man.
Okay.
Protect your brand at all costs, man.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I've heard good things about 14 Hills.
Yeah, it's just really nice like
Rooftop.
scenery. Yeah, there's like an outsidey bit, but you have to be booking.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, all these places that do like the ambiance thing and the scenery thing, I'm always wary of them as like, you're not going about to trick me with this flower wall.
No, it's not just a flower wall. Like the whole restaurant is very nice.
Yeah.
It's not just like
It's not just a scenery restaurant.
no.
Okay.
Where the food's
Nice.
meaty.
Yeah, cause that's how they get you, bro. Like it's good you take your photos there, but like what actually came for the food wasn't that great in it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, people just go there for a dim sum and a picture and cut.
Okay.
you get what you
Okay,
pay for it. If that's what you want, then. But as for me, I want the full experience in it.
Full whack.
Yeah.
But you want like a whole like where did we go for a roast that time?
Is it Black Lock or?
Blacklock.
Yeah.
Their roast are
I think
sensational.
that was amazing. Yeah.
Mm.
And then we got Burst after as well. Good times,
This
man.
is like Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Lawless.
Back in the day,
It wasn't
like,
back, you're saying back in the day.
no, I think back in the day, I would never go out on a Sunday.
Okay.
Like,
No,
just-
like, bro, like, you need to think about what Sunday used to be, bro. Back in the day, Sunday
true.
was a day where it was a day of rest.
it's still a day of rest. Like, work
The
hasn't
origin-
changed.
no,
Work
the-
is still on Monday. Back in
No,
the day,
but
we had work on Monday.
origins of the Sunday where, like, shops weren't even open.
Oh yeah,
True.
it's true.
Yeah, the culture's changed, innit? So,
I feel like if you're working from home on a Monday as well, you're more inclined to go out on a Sunday
very true.
because you
Yeah.
don't have to get up and go to the office.
And the road promoters are laughing because now they can get you on a Friday, a Saturday,
true.
a
Yeah,
Sunday.
But now, like, everyone's for enjoyment, innit? We might as well.
You're not going
Sunday,
out Wednesdays.
we'll be on.
Yeah, but let's not run from our reality in that, man. We can't rave ourselves to happiness, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I say that whilst trying to sell tickets to a party, by the way.
Yeah, well,
But you know,
rave.
like, if you got responsibilities, you got responsibilities. 'Cause
Yeah.
it can feel like, especially when summer's coming, at like it feels like everyone is out. There's something on all the time. Are you missing out? Even as a grown adult, like FOMO can hit you as well.
Yeah.
So you just got to try and be selective. Like if generally listen, everyone do what you want to do in it, but I'm just like, yo, if you feel like you've got stuff that you need to take care of on that, you can miss a party or two in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because now, like, the season that we're in now, there's one every other day or every other weekend.
It's true. Speaking of seasons, though, how you feeling, man? After the weekend?
Fair enough.
That was very smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm so upset that I didn't get to watch the Champions League final with you. That's something I was very much looking forward to.
Yeah, it was a somber evening.
Somber.
Yeah, it was full of disappointment. Full of disappointment.
Well, the serious note, though, it was shit to see what happened to your fans, though.
Yeah,
because obviously the game for people obviously Liverpool and Real Madrid contested the UEFA Champions League final in Paris?
It was in Paris. Stade de France.
It got delayed by 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And they tried to blame it on traveling Liverpool supporters. 30 to 40,000 of them that had fake tickets for there being a disturbance at the front, like the turnstiles, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the stories have kind of come out that wasn't the case. And it's just a case of heavy-handed policing. I'm seeing like, obviously dads and that, but seeing kids like getting tear gassed and shit. Like, we don't ever want to see that. We've seen so many disturbances at stadiums and historically as well. Like, I'm sure as Liverpool support, I ain't got to tell you the things that have happened to your fan base at stadiums and tragedy. So
yeah,
just seeing that, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if it is there's a part to blame for why they got treated like that with regards to the stereotype of travelling England fans, because English fans, whether that's club supporters or going to support the national team, have not always travelled well in it when they've gone around the world. So sometimes I feel like whether that's the local hooligans or the powers that be, when they come, they want to be extra heavy-handed with the supporters just to make sure they don't even act out. Yeah. So I don't know if that was that maybe played a part into why like they moved how they moved when they started like the tear gas and that.
I mean, well, you got to think about it. Like, this is a prestigious event.
Yeah.
Like, it's the biggest award in club football, right?
Yeah.
So a final should be rehearsed. Like, you know, things should be put in place where things should run smoothly.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not like a regular Monday league night game.
Big facts. Outside of what, the World Cup, the Olympics.
So yeah, so organisation needs to be on point. Do you know what I'm saying? Security needs to be intact. Like, you know, with rehearsals, like, it needs to be beefed up, because obviously it's a game that everyone wants to see, even as a neutral.
Bro, you've got all the celebs and other sports stars in their fields coming out to watch the game. It's one of the biggest, like I said, one of the biggest sporting events.
Well, you got corporate people there. Like, a friend of mine was like, "Oh, hey, like, you know, I've been invited to watch the Champions League final in a VIP box," and I was like, "You ain't even give a shit about this shit." I was hating.
But it's VIP life, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they could have told me to go watch like the equestrian. I'm going, bro.
Yeah, the company
VIP,
that she
bro.
works for, she was doing a campaign for UEFA in it.
Okay,
but yeah, like, things like that at such an event shouldn't happen.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Because it was meant to be somewhere else and it was last minute, got changed. Was it meant to be Russia?
It was meant to be in Russia, but obviously
everything that's happening over there. Yeah. So yeah, no, that was shit to see. Obviously,
it was makeshift, but you know, UEFA, FIFA, whatever governing body in football have the resources to pull all of it together.
Yeah, absolutely, of course they do. Well, they got hella bread, bro. Like, football brings in a lot of money, man.
Yeah,
a lot of money. So yeah,
you know, we've all seen the Mbappe contract.
Yeah, man.
The women's are down for Project Mbappe now.
No, they was down for it before, but now
they've seen the figures. Yeah. They're like, yeah, we need that.
The thing is, it will get to I don't know if this is the point or if there's another level to go to, but it will get to the point where like the bubble will burst and we'll have to kind of not start all the way from the beginning. The footballers won't be like
there'll be like a financial fair play.
There will be something in place to like be like we've drawn the line in the sand here. We can't go past this point, because they're saying what, like, across 3 years looking like 300 million and
to kick ball,
to like help out, pick the team, all these just to keep him in it. And he's only like 23, 24. 20, so it's like he can still move on after this, innit? So it's a brazy deal, but that's what happens when you get nation states and people that have like, you was talking about the bottomless wash bag. Their team's bottomless, bro. They've got hella bread and the players are clocked on that, okay, cool, I can really, really milk this, and they're milking it. And
there's an element of knowing your worth into this, because like, you think about the shirts that they make
bread off that,
from these guys. Like, I remember when when Pogba came to United, I think within the first couple of days, 100 million.
Yeah, I remember when
They made
T-shirt sales.
Yeah. I don't know how true
With
those
his
reports
name.
are. They said that like same thing with Cristiano Ronaldo when he left United.
Cristiano, like
He went to Real Madrid for 80 million at the time, and he said that, I don't know if it was days or weeks or months, but in a not too long a period, they made that money back in shirt sales. So yeah, what Van's saying is right. You do make a lot of money. I don't think it's even what they're worth. I just think what they can negotiate, because those are quite unique situations where like a nation owns a football team. It's a lot of ego attached as well, and proxy wars with other nations and other owners. So it's like, I don't want to lose nothing to you. So if the player knows that, I can kind of hold you to this. And like, when you're getting, like, obviously we don't know how true it is, but there's rumored that he's getting 100 million a year, he's getting a signing on bonus, and he's also going to be able to decide, basically have a hand in picking a manager. I don't believe in players having that much power personally, but I'm mad at the individual player, because I've seen footballers get mugged off, like, get the money if you can get the money in it. But in the long run, I don't think it's going to be good for football. But if you can get your money.
And he knows his stance in world football. Yeah. Like, he's top 2 strikers in the world at that young age. He's a World Cup winner.
So, listen, that's why it was funny to watch. We'll get on this shortly, but like Madrid fans and just their whole establishment be so like salty about him flirting with the idea of going to them, and then like reneging on the promise and then signing back with PSG in it. So yeah,
but obviously I knew that.
You knew that, of course. The sports segment. But yeah, all that, like, say that to say this, it was wonderful to see Liverpool lose. You know, I feel like all fans out there should embrace your inner hater, because my team ain't doing well right now. And yeah, like, you got close, but you didn't get it, man. Like, it's good, man. Inject it, man. If Vans was with me that day, I would have been flogging him, bro.
Wow.
I don't know if we would have podcasted today.
You really have the spirit of a hater.
I fully was embrace your inner hater, man.
Did you message him?
We messaged group chat, me, him, and Essie, but he hasn't responded in that chat for a while.
And I saw your little tweet as well.
Your little tweet. I saw your little tweet.
That's hate right there. I saw your little tweet. Now my tweets are little tweets, huh?
Yeah. In application, just done with shouting in his house.
And when I watched it, on Super Plus show, my boy Toby had everyone down to watch the match and that. So it's cool though, man. You got 2 out of 4. No quadruple. It is what it is, man. Trent, back post marking, shocking again. So yeah, man.
Trent Alexander, right?
Yeah. There we go. Sports, man. Sports.
Well, you ain't got no say, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, like, to you going right back.
I mean, that means nothing to me, bro. Like, our right back is dead currently right now, but like, I've watched my team for many years winning that. Like, it's what it is, man. They're getting rid of my man. So shout out to Wan-Bissaka, man. Black man, you got your money, man.
Yeah.
Now go back to Palace, man. It's the truth, bro.
Very rude,
bro. What happened to Nathaniel Klein? You go there, get your bread for a bit.
Yeah,
go back, bro. That's your level, innit? And then build it back. And go and play for, where's he from? What's his nationality again?
I think he's Congolese.
Go and play. See, look at that. Your countryman. Go and play for Congo. I see Lamptey at Brighton said he's going to play for Ghana. So
swear.
Yeah, go and do that, man.
Oh, all the players going home.
Yeah,
I love that.
Also for Saka.
Yeah, but he's been in the system from early, innit? So when
that
it's like,
sounded really, that sounded very England flaggish.
Huh?
Yeah.
Or Jubilee-ish.
Yeah.
Jubilee coming up. What are the plans?
We outside, man.
We outside.
Yeah. We're raving. Man, one rave. We're raving this Friday. Reminder again.
Absolutely.
Inside ad here.
Yeah, I'll be on the door.
Ra.
You can turn up on time, yeah? All these things you're going to say, you got to be on time.
I'm going to be at the door. What time
you're going to be at the door, but you can be at the door at any time, but you're going to be on time to do the door.
What time do you want me to be there?
9:30.
I'll be there at 9:30.
Okay, cool. I'll think I'll sleep on it actually. See how
I will see that 9:30.
Because you know it's so annoying. If the day Chrissy decides to be on time, she's going to be that annoying on time.
I'm going to be there
at 8 o'clock. She's there at
9:30.
Yeah.
9:30. Bang on. I will see that.
Okay, fantastic, man.
I want to see all you cufflinks.
Yeah, man.
Come chat to me, man.
And RNA community as well.
Yeah.
Let's have a good
all
time.
The
you guys
niggas.
matter too.
Yeah, come on. I just want to see everyone. I'm on anything. I want us to have a good time. I want it to run a little bit smoother than last time, and I just want to also party if we've got a little bit longer as well. Because last time I felt like I was working loads in it, so man, one rave in it.
That wasn't necessary.
What the?
I
want to dig it. I was dig it myself.
Okay.
I just want it. Like I'm not against like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Things run a bit more smooth. That's all it was.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what you said because I was just working.
No, I don't want to dig it. No, that's a dig. I was dig. Like even when my friend spoke to me like a day after, she was like, "Oh, I was like, did you have a good time yesterday? She's like, yeah. How about you? I was like, yeah. She's like, but you lot was in security for too long on the door. Jokingly, but she's more like, yo, you got your event, you got your party, whatever, but you need to be inside mingling with the people in it. So that's what it really was, in it. So, but we can get to another talking point. Steff versus Burna. Do we hear the response?
Yeah.
Or the non-response?
Yeah.
Man, kiss his teeth.
Still the greatest rapper alive.
Yeah. I mean, but Carisha's been showing her cheeks.
Sorry, I retract my statement.
Yeah. City girls, we up, man. You in Jamaica.
Carisha, woo!
Flying out there.
She's had a great year, you know.
Fantastic, yeah, man. Grammy.
Before it was JT, now it's her.
give her the Grammy, man.
Yeah,
man.
Give her the Oscar. All of it.
Any award.
Tony.
Man. Any award. Mobo, anything.
Yeah.
Mobo.
Ivan Novello.
Yeah.
He said
BT award.
Yeah. All of it. Soul Train.
All the awards, man.
Gospel.
Yeah.
Motown.
That's a Motown, you know. Country.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So dumb.
Yeah,
So dumb.
all the awards, man.
VH1s.
Yeah, load it out, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that some people perceived Last by BurnaBoy as a diss. I took it as a heartbroken record.
Yeah.
Everybody got chopped breakfast. It's like everyone's gonna feel this thing at some point in life, innit? So
I don't know what he's saying, but that tune is amazing.
yeah, it slaps still. He's just basically saying that they were like, you kind of took my love for granted. You messed up, I messed up, and
We last.
it's just I'm kind of basically I took it as I'm heartbroken, innit? So I didn't know there was that perception out there, but if I'm being honest, I did sense a reaction from Steff when the song came out, and the reaction came in the cliche way of, we're going to show some more stuff on the gram.
Yeah.
So the Instagrams got a
Yeah.
little bit more sexy.
Yeah.
A couple days after the last came out, and put it this way, I don't even follow her, but I felt like I was seeing it more on my feed, innit? You know, it was cropping up more.
Page.
Yeah, it was just there, innit? So obviously, you press like, you obviously got to support the community.
Yeah.
So we did our bit. You did your bit, Vans?
Did
you do your bit, or you hate it? You did your bit?
I did.
Okay,
Instantly.
cool.
I did my bit for the community.
And then I see a clip. I'm like, I swear down, what a response. We're going diss track for diss track. We're doing Afro beats beef. What's going on here?
Afro beef.
Afro beef, you know. And yeah, she bamboozled all of us.
She what?
Bamboozled all of us.
What would have been sick if she actually did it this year, like a little freestyle over the beat of "He Wasn't Man Enough."
That would have been a cold response.
Yeah.
Because you know it is, I don't know if we do agenda, I'm like, okay, cool. This is like in typical like Nigerian man fashion. Like, that's a good wife right there, man. You know, you kept it wholesome. You didn't say nothing bad about your man. You didn't embarrass us and the family. That's our wife. That's how we'd coin it. But then I'm like, if you're gonna do all of that, like, yo, drop 40k in my comments, you know,
engagement.
So what? You did this all just for engagement, and then to turn around and say, oh, you lot mind your business.
Yeah, it worked, didn't it?
So we're just suckers.
Yeah.
But does that also show a little bit maybe about like where you're at musically, that like this is what it would take for us to run over to you and be really, 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 really excited to hear something because it's got to do with mess.
Do you know what? Yeah, you're right.
That's how I look at it. I'm like, rah, okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, we should maybe mind our business. I hear that, and you're an amazing wife, man. Shouts out to you, man. Good wife, man. But if you said you're dropping something, would you get that reaction like that?
Definitely not. Yeah. Definitely not. Because nobody's ever been pressed like that for a SteffLondon.
I think people have been pressed. Like she had them when
not like this.
Okay, not to that degree. Yeah, maybe not that degree. When Real Thing came out, 16 shots on me and my mother. And then she was on Bossy. She's had some big songs, innit? She's had some verses on some Latin records as well. Steph's had some big moments, like done some crazy numbers, but like it's been a bit, in my opinion, a bit quiet for her, like, for like a couple years ish.
She's had some good tracks out. Not going to take that from her at all, but I just think there hasn't been this type of.
Because what it was, how she came into the scene, you thought, okay, cool, she was going to go. Then she got signed, or she's getting looked after by like Quality Control. So it's like, they're going to try and do the global thing with her, innit? She's meant to be like the rap girl for the UK. And that year when she won the Rated Award, I think it was, like the second year in a row, and she was like, I've not even dropped nothing this year.
Yeah.
She was shocked. It was like,
why?
Yeah. Because even me as a fan, I was like, when I was thinking who's going to be the, what was the actual award? Is it Best female rap.
Wasn't that like Ivorian Doll was in that category?
Yeah. The fact that for me that it was even a debate on like who would win it
Yeah.
showed that she wasn't clear where she should be.
Yeah, she wasn't in the race.
And all the other new girls, in my opinion, hadn't done enough. But you're meant to be the one that's been there for a minute and like clear them, innit? Obviously, swings and roundabouts in music. You have your peaks, you have your low periods and that. And her low period definitely looks a lot better than other people's low periods.
It's
not
true.
to diss her, but that's just how I looked at it. Like when that happened, I was like, this whole thing is kind of sneaky, but it's sneaky on all ends. It's not just her.
Yeah.
It's definitely the fans, because like everyone ran over there, waited for a response.
Nigerian Twitter camped.
Yeah. Then got the response, and the non-response is how we got to look at it now.
Just messy. But I like your angle about it being like, is this what it takes for people to be hyped about you again? Because I don't think she could drop an announcement or anything like that and everyone be like, wow.
Unless she gets a burner feature or we get a photo on Instagram tomorrow of them two cuddled up. And
yeah, it would have to be mess.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. But do you feel like she can bring it back from this point though?
I think she can. I think there's enough there. Like, she's got the look. And that plays a part, whether you're looking at me like, horny Fols. No, she's got the look. There is a look.
Yeah.
All the premier rap girls, there's a similar look in it. Small waist, big bum, maybe plastic fantastic. People don't like that. Wigs, like there's a certain look, and it's current to like how a lot of the girls
look.
Perception anyway, like on Instagram are at the moment, you know. So she's got that, and she can rap. Regardless of all the jokes, you know, it is as well. It's like when there's like a narrative around you, that can hurt you a lot more than you probably realize. So when that thing happened at Afro Nation, when it looked like people didn't receive her that well, end of the day she was coming on before Wizkid, so it's hard to do that slot anyway.
Yeah.
Then there's been some little infractions with regards to colorism, and then how your family have dealt with the whole Dutch Valley situation. So those things probably affect you a lot more than you realise.
Yeah.
But the only thing you can kind of do that to quell that noise is have an undeniable banger. Because fans are fickle, but everyone's got all their lines in regards to isms and schisms, this and that. But like, if you drop a banger, it's all forgotten.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I think people forget that very quickly. Unless you're bang to rights and like the whole culture cancels you. I don't know if she's done anything to that magnitude. It just needs to drop good enough music.
Yeah.
And I think it will come. So yeah, in short, I think she can do it. I think she can pull it back. So we're just talking about Steff like making it happen, because I think the talent's there still, in it.
Shout outs to Burna's influence, because for me her last banger was the Afro one, the Afro beat one.
So let you go. That video's coach is doing the legwork and that in there as well.
Bro, if she was
that's
more likable,
that was a song.
Yeah, what's the I can't remember how it goes.
If she, yeah, if she was more likable, I think that would have popped off.
It ties into what we're saying.
Yeah.
You know. I think she has to do a bit more than just the one. I think that was really good. If that was someone else that was
a Burna influence.
It was, but if that was someone else that is known for doing Afrobeats, that song would probably be bigger.
Yeah.
I think that's it's because
should have sold it to Tiwa.
She's not known for that. So it's still like, okay, cool. And it's just that, because we're saying, yeah, it could be wrong. It could be someone else's influence. Of course, it probably is Burna, but immediately you go, oh, that's because of who your man is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the popping sound, so you're over there. We don't know you for that. We know you for kind of rap,
a
maybe
great
dancehall as well. So then you're kind of doing a style switch, innit? So you've got to do a bit more than just the one.
Yeah.
A great business decision would have been her giving that to Tiwa.
But okay.
I understand why you say that. I do.
I'm not saying that I just don't feel like that would be Tiwa Savage's whole. Yeah, I feel like it's quite airy, quite light. I don't feel like she would have.
No, she's got a few like.
She could do Can't Let You Go easily. She can do Can't Let You Go easily. That would, even you saying that, yeah, I think that would have been kind of light for her like for her catalogue. That wouldn't stand out in comparison to some of the songs she's got.
No, but it just would have been another one on our Rolodex.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I do understand the sentiment, innit? Maybe not the artist necessarily, but I understand it.
I just think it may have been received better.
Yeah.
From her than
it
would have been
good
from
reception. Was
Steff.
that not the
No, I definitely, even to the point where people
we embrace that song.
even if
lit.
it's like even if you're going to put you under the cultural appropriation charges, if you're going to appropriate, that's how you do it. Because my thing, I like to be fair, my response is, before African Giant we had Burna ranking.
Yeah.
We had dancehall burn at a certain period, innit? So before we had African Giants. So if he's allowed to experiment and do that, she should be allowed to do that as well.
Why shouldn't we anyways, man? Like,
give us the bangers, man. You know, we know what demographic we're gonna flog when it comes to appropriation of it. So we have to stay consistent, man.
But yeah, she I guess she had everyone flocking to see what she had to say, and then she did that. So
yeah, we were speaking about that when she was a loose. I was like, yeah, man, it's what it is. How do you feel about Krept being on the right side of the news?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Go.
Shouts to Krept,
like
Sasha
and Nala.
I love it.
Yeah, as a unit.
Yeah.
They said nursery fees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bow. Take that.
Moves.
I
would prefer if just move in silence. Announce when you need to announce. Don't announce that you're gonna announce. Like
we're saying we're announcing. But the thing is, you're a person of interest, and for this product to fly, you do kind of need to weaponize or actually leverage your audience, your following. Because I follow him on Snapchat, and he's posts on there all the time. I don't know. I can hazard a guess that he has a very, very healthy following on his Snapchat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's someone that's always been very good at social media as well. So that's why I didn't overly, like I was saying, we joked about it. I didn't overly support everybody like getting on to people like, oh my God, like why is it your business? At the end of the day, there's a good and bad side of them oversharing, innit? There's times it plays to their benefit, you know, because I wouldn't have an Instagram page for my child, but I'm also not a person of interest like that, innit? You know, them having that was probably help them able to do a product, because your child isn't like, your child has online aunties. I always want to be careful not to talk about people's children, but your child has online aunties, people that are like, oh my God, she's so cute. And those things build kind of interest. And
very cute.
You know, very cute baby. Like they build interest around what you're doing, and people are intrigued, isn't it? There's pages dedicated to babies on the gram, innit?
Yeah.
There is like that whole like mummy blogging and stuff that people care about, innit? So if you can set your child up for life before they've even really walking and talking crazy like that, it's a beautiful thing to see. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the reason why people had stuff to say about the nursery fees is because the mother of your child shared that when it wasn't any of our business. Yeah. So we know far too much about everyone. Yeah. Far too much. Yeah, no, so it's good to see, man. I see the line. I think is because she's had like skin issues, so they were trying to. It came from a need, a necessity. They were trying to find something that would work for her skin, and from there, it's just like, we're gonna do this.
Bro, it helps, man. Like black kids are represented enough in the cosmetic side of things.
Big facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's we all come in different types of textures and complexions and stuff. Like that's the beauty about black people, innit? And a lot of the creams out there just don't agree with us.
Bro, they have you on steroid creams from early, thinning your skin.
You know what I'm saying? Like
messing with your,
it's not catered,
giving you skin abrasions, discoloration. I've still got skin damage now. I'm really, really trying to fix. Like
we are not in a black country, like so. In the mainstream shops are still pushing things that aren't necessarily the best for our skin. Like there's a lot of people out there that have just started creating their own thing.
Yeah, you got all these homemade products, these vegan things. Everyone's trying to find something like raw, natural products
that agrees with black skin. Do you know what I'm saying? Once you find it, though, it's amazing.
It's a godsend. Once it works, bro. Yeah. But the trial and error, bro. You got money I spent. You got to try like your elbow.
It gets ropey, man. Like if you think about it, as humans, or I don't know, as black people, let's just say, we've put our skin through stuff, just experimenting what works and what doesn't.
Brother.
Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
Is this an eczema PSA?
Yeah.
Do I need to turn up?
I might even start doing an eczema counter.
Yeah. Because listen, if I can fix this, Latif Sarkar, I'm coming for you. I'm going to start doing skin content. If I can fix this, anyone can fix it.
One thing I really liked about, I can't even find all of the pictures. One thing I really liked about the promo pictures that I saw was that it was very inclusive, like you said. Yeah. There was a child on there.
Albinism or Downs?
With albinism, one had Downs. I was like, do you know what? Fantastic. Because as much as we say there's not enough representation for black people, yes, there's lots.
You forget about other communities, disabled people,
exactly,
and stuff,
and people that don't look like your
And if you're disabled and black, it's like you don't exist.
Exactly. So I really, really, really like that touch.
No, it's good. Now that's that down. I'm happy you said that as well, because I did notice that when I saw it, I was like, you know, that was a really good touch. So
they did it right, man. I think they like it's just one of those moves that you can only just look at and be like, you know what?
Good job.
Good job. There's obviously a gap in the market, so it's like, all right, I might as well exploit that in a way.
Yeah.
Or
is exploit.
Exploit's not a bad thing. No, it doesn't have to have a negative connotation. You can say exploit. I don't think it's a negative when you say exploit.
Yeah, man. So like, and it's all of them, innit? It's the togetherness of it that makes
so
it
you can
just more.
co-parent well.
Yeah.
Obviously, when money's there, you can co-parent, bro.
So
in this life,
when money's there, we can definitely we can get along when there's bread there, man.
So I saw a post by the numbers. The
I was trying to find it, but
the 15 million plus baby skincare line, Nala's Baby, the 99% natural baby skincare line, set to generate millions worldwide. Nala's Baby to launch in 400 Boots stores and Middle East market after 2 years of product development. They've raised a 7-figure investment in phase 1 of funding. The line is set to be stocked in 2,200 boot stores by 2023.
Crazy.
Projected to generate 2 million plus in sales in year 1, excluding DTC. Based on store listings and latest funding round, the brand is valued at approximately 17.5 million.
Mental.
That's crazy numbers, man.
So that's setting Nala up for life.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did have a point when he clapped back, you know, about the nursery stuff in it. I hear you in it. So, you know, let's say if the relation necessarily doesn't work out, there should be no reason why we can't, you know, get along as two mature adults who have this child together. So
it's people that want mess. Like, it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, they've just made they've made something great out of, you know, it might have been in the works from early.
Yeah.
You know, it might have always had been in the plan. It's just great that they've come together to do this, even though they're not together.
Yeah. That's good, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts to the beautiful BM as well.
Big facts. Why are you looking at him like that? He has eyes, they work. You have eyes.
Sometimes I feel guilty scrolling through a gram.
Why, bro? No, that's fake, bro. That's fake, because if it was Nicholas No Name from the ends and that, you didn't give a toss, bro.
Like, he's not,
and it's also shit as well. It's like, why does that stain have to? She stands alone as her own person as well, just because who she dated before and who she had a child with. Like, she is her own person. Like, it's like that whole Nipsey and Lauren London thing. Like,
yeah.
It's like, bro, like I am my own person as well, innit? So yeah, if you want to like up the gram, man. Your eyes work, bro.
Double tap.
Come on. His eyes work when he went there, innit? You think your eyes don't work as well, bro? You think representing her DMs right now?
No, I'm still liking them.
Like it up. Rappers that probably on a feature with my man are probably in the DMs, bro.
Yeah.
And she's a real one. She's probably showing it. Look, these niggas are fake.
It's true.
So, but you were saying about mess, about us liking mess. I feel like over the last 24 hours, there's been some mess in the community. Now, this should be beneath me, but I've come on here and said,
like, oversharing.
There's some things that are not beneath me, innit?
With the spirit of oversharing.
And I feel safer talking about this because I've got a woman in the room.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I told you, leave me out your wayward ways.
Do you want to lead this part of the conversation
about?
You know exactly. This wasn't on the docket. This one was not on the docket. We didn't even need to prep this one, but sometimes the pod gods just throw things in your lap. Like, it feels like the sky, like manna from heaven. I'm like, I'm just nibbling. Like, I'm not even hungry, but you know, I'm gonna eat. You know, so let's eat off this good content. You know, this fat cow right now.
Sorry?
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, that is a very crazy choice of words.
Don't do that.
But
that statement stands alone. You know exactly what I'm talking about oversharing. Being in a relationship with someone for a year and only doing a sexual particular position for a solid year. So, over to you. Thoughts? Our resident correspondent, Chrissy. Do you want to give some context what I'm talking about?
Miss R Fabulous. I just feel like we know far too much about her in general.
Yeah.
Like, I recently saw a video of her beefing a fox.
What? What's going on here?
What?
Can you have some composure, please? I like you've been there before. It's episode 345. How you laugh like that?
Wait, what happens?
I couldn't even get the words out.
Okay.
Wait.
Woosa. Yeah, Woosa. Just, you know.
It was a video of Miss R.
Beefing a fox? What's
Wait,
going on there?
how?
Wait. That laugh is finishing me. Who laughs like that?
Wait, what?
Can we get back to the matter at hand?
What do you mean she was beefing a fox?
So
Like,
she was in the car. I can't talk about this. Wait, she was in the car and the fox was just.
Oh, it's like a fox outside the car and she was scared to get out of the car.
The fox was just minding its business, yeah, and she
Foxes
was
don't
just
mind
like,
their business.
No, it was literally minding its business, and then she just started shouting at the fox like "fucking dirty fox," but now she's following it in the car because of the fox. But like, why? Just leave it alone.
Oh, okay.
But why are you driving after the fox, yelling at it? It's just like minding its business.
Content,
anyway,
innit?
I've seen that recently.
Okay.
That really tickled me. And then this whole Smart Whip saga.
Smart whip.
So she did Smart Whip and
Oh,
her
the
appendix burst.
balloons thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first saw
Appendix
that, I
burst.
think I saw your tweet. People were talking about Smart Whip, and everyone was just trying to figure out what this was.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the
canisters, yeah.
And now she's talking about how the guy that she was with recently, like for a year, they only did doggy, and he was popping Viagra to have sex with her.
Jesus.
It's just like,
and his BM's white and 40 years old.
just
I don't know why these facts are necessary, but it's like, okay, cool. So I was trying not to cut you off in it, but I was like,
Bruv.
is the mess and the oversharing also not part of the gig? Because you need to keep people coming back with the story times. We've been intrigued about your life, what's going on. Is the gig not the gig in essence?
Like, all money isn't good money.
Yeah.
What are
should
you
practice
asking,
shame.
bruv? Like,
Like-
let's get to the meat of the discussion.
Well, speaking about me,
Bruv.
come in. I was trying to layer it, man. Come on, man.
I would like, when would you notice, that Donnie only wants to do doggy?
Do you know what kind of sicko you have to be to start
What
with doggy?
number of us?
No,
What
Vans.
number of us?
Do you know what type of sicko you have to be to start with
Like,
doggy?
Do you know what
No
kind of
lip-sync.
animal you have to be
No
to
lip-sync.
start?
Just bow.
Did you say they didn't want lip sync?
Well, no foreplay. That's a man that just goes straight in.
I like
Call the police.
agenda. I don't feel like
Yeah,
you're gonna. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Not to be the meat minister, yeah, but
People doing meat maths in the comment.
yeah, I did call a little bit of cap on that story because if you are meat deficient, like if you're lacking in that area, the last position you want to be in as a man, especially for babes who have gone and had a BBL and got the extra bells and whistles for the back, is be in doggy.
Do you know how much audacity dons have?
Your friend's
They're gonna attempt
Your
it.
They
friend
do
is
have
spitting.
audacity.
They're gonna attempt that,
they,
bro.
They
They
have
see the
audacity.
new. They see the new ass, and
Yeah.
they're gonna attempt.
well, you come on with hydraulics. Let's go, like.
Can you stop it?
But yeah, I don't. That's a lot. Maybe I'm just thinking as like a sane, wholesome individual. Yeah, that's the last position you want to be in if like you're lacking in that area, because it's gonna show. It's gonna show up very quickly.
Every argument, you ain't got enough meat.
Yeah. How would you feel if a man only wanted to put you in that position?
God forbid.
Like, I say, how would you feel?
Like, what? Like, am I a plank of wood?
Jesus.
I honestly don't understand.
Yeah, but they act like they don't like the position.
So much
No, that's
love
good.
it.
There's difference
But-
between. No, don't do that. I'm
Yeah.
a cuffling right now. There's difference between not like the difference between like a position and that being the only position you do allegedly for a year.
That's wayward.
And once a month. So it's basically like a payday.
Alright.
No, it's a payday. And he banged Viagra every time he had sex. Nah.
But that's you know. Sometimes I feel like I'm always gonna call cap on things, and I could just be being a prick. But sometimes you got to sex the story up. And I just feel like those kind of things are there to just sex up the story a little bit. Like, yo, you know, it could be true, cool, who knows what it's like.
Or if the Donny likes men, just say that.
How do we get there though?
Man only wants to do backshot and he has to bang Viagra.
That doesn't mean he's gay. How?
It doesn't.
I need to know your working out for this.
It doesn't. But could be a Donny projecting.
Nah, I don't see that. You're sharper and a better communicator than that.
I just thought
that comment's just loose. But if I'm asking you to show your workings out, you need to give me something better than that.
Gay.
Then there's yeah.
He likes white women. That's his type.
Because also we got to acknowledge as well, yeah, that there are guys, unfortunately.
How do we know that's his type?
Well, that's what she was saying, isn't it?
What,
Renee.
in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that like.
I didn't watch the video.
He has a history of. That's what we're here for, bro. Like you stay like
Did you
real,
watch all
like
of
a real
it?
nigga. All of it, of course. Like if you have a history of dating a certain type of woman and you're dating this other type of woman, what's the stark difference? Aside from the race, it's the social media following. So her claims are like, my man was kind of dating her for the clout, and guys do that. Like hang around certain women for the attention and energy that you get from that, whether that's followers, likes, you know. I've even seen guys that like, if they are willing and ready to put there, and they're dating a visible girl as well, put her on their social media profiles and post photos of her.
Yeah.
They get more followers, their engagement goes up, and then more women are interested in them. Like it's very backwards. Yeah. It's like, I see you're happy, I want that as well. But you can want that from someone else, not want it from me, but some women go over there, innit? So I'll ask any women that like are super visible and they've got a guy and he's ever posted him before, do you have women in his DMs quickly? Just off the base of who he's dating, innit? So
she was even saying that girls were in her DM saying like, I fucked your man, blah 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 blah. I was having sex with him. Why would you, like, I understand her point. She was saying, why would you tell me that? Like
you gotta speak to your fellow gender. As a real nigga, I don't know what that would happen.
Yeah, just scary. Women are very scary.
Yeah. So the points we're taking from this is oversharing is killing our people.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Ban that and spaces.
Did I don't know if Vans answered about like the whole this is the gig. Because you said that all money is not good money. So even if this is I don't know if it's the path to success or the whatever this looks like, if this is the method to get to where you need to get to, you're saying that for you or for people that you rate, you wouldn't want to see them do it.
I think a prime example of this is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
The sex tape was ages and ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
Now she's trying to pivot away from that, doing do you know what? They marketed it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of cap around that whole sex tape. The angle has been, I'm trying to move on from that and stuff.
Yeah, but it's out there.
Yeah.
And no matter how far away you try to go from that, there's always going to be one sick bastard that's going to be like, actually, this is what you've done. It's a major part of your success because you had
to reshoot it and you had to sign it off. So you're part of the business side of that coming out. It didn't just get leaked.
So when people choose to overshare, as much as you can say, like, I'm not that person anymore, blah, 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 blah. You did it at that time and it's just going to follow you, especially in this day and age that we live in. People love keeping receipts. Yeah, digital receipts last forever. But is there an argument for, okay, it might not be good for me, but it's actually nice to see people like unashamedly honest about all aspects of their life, because you then kind of get to know who the vagabonds are amongst us. One could argue that you're warning other women as well. This is what these Donnies are on. Yeah. Step steady and be careful if you go over there. Am I giving her too much grace? I'm just trying to see other angles. I think for her personally, I would give someone else a lot more grace, but with her personally, I just feel like she has a history of just doing too much. So it's
her brand in the mud, is what you're saying?
Exactly. And then, then something crazy will happen and people are in your business. So in the part of the video that I saw, she was saying how one girl, she came up to her in the hospital and was trying to speak to her or whatever.
Okay.
That's trash. You shouldn't do that. If someone's in the hospital and they look like they're in, not even that, if they look like they're in pain.
I'm in the hospital, bro, allow me.
But this is the brand that she's built for herself, where it's like, you guys can know everything about my life and I'm always happy to share. It's not right, but you can't begrudge someone for feeling like they don't have boundaries when you're giving people unfettered access to your life.
Okay, so
That makes
it's the swings and roundabouts of it.
Yeah.
So if you want to do the story times, also it's like if you're seeing the engagement go crazy, if your numbers are spiking when you do this type of content, you kind of feel validated to continue doing that. So, and the only thing that kind of cures that if your lifestyle or your life changes where you no longer have mess.
But then there's always going to be that person that's going to be like, no matter how bougie you get, like you was talking about taking a 2-inch dick on
Jesus
YouTube,
Christ.
you know, or something to that effect.
Jesus. The meat madam in the corner. I probably feel sorry for guys that's their predicament, because what can you do, bro? There's only so much box you can eat. Fuck, bro. No?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
There's someone out there for everyone.
Yes.
There isn't. We need to stop spreading that lie. We need to stop spreading. There's a lot of people in this world. There's billions of people in this world, but some people ain't gonna catch no fish, and that is what it is.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry, it's this bit where I'm not meant to say that kind of thing out loud.
Well, yeah, but
what you're saying is not incorrect.
Because there's people that are definitely lonely, alone, don't have anybody. And
yeah.
How do they feel when they hear that? Oh, that's even more. It's even more worse. It's like there's someone out there for everybody. Where even me, I can't get anyone.
No, but bro, what I'm saying is that me saying that there's someone, that saying doesn't mean that these are for people to get together.
Yeah,
there's always going to be someone out there for you, but it's not going to come to you, bruv. You're not just going to sit at home and fucking meet someone. You have to put yourself out there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of people that won't. That's why you can take it as that not applying to them, because they're not putting themselves out there. How else are you going to find someone?
So what you're saying is, link in bio right now, buy a ticket till we outside and come and meet someone.
Yeah.
Come and vibe.
Yeah. 100%.
Because you got to leave your house, innit?
Yeah.
That is true as well. We've had those kind of like those jokey conversations around dating and stuff, and like how do I meet someone. It's not. I always joke about man from heaven. It's not that's why I feel sorry for women a lot with the fairy tale. It's not just gonna magically appear, innit?
No, it's not gonna be a postman.
I mean, sounds like a bit of a porno storyline, but you know. Oh, the milkman, the postman. I'll get out, man.
That's not even where I was
These
going.
doors don't even want to do no contact. They dash the letter to the. They don't even knock the door.
It's so true.
Yeah, so.
I'm even beefing every at the moment.
But yeah, that was something I just like, rah. I can't believe I'm watching this, but I actually believe I'm watching this at the same time when all the chat come around. Because obviously, you know how the internet works, isn't it? The conversation will start around like the one talking point of the person's video about like,
for me,
sexless relationship. And what
engages me in a lot of that trash is when I see tweets and I'm like, what the hell is everyone talking about? Yeah, that's what's more likely. If I had seen it on my timeline, like someone retweeted the actual YouTube clip,
you would have been,
I'd have been like,
none the wiser, yeah.
I don't care.
But then you feel like a bit of a sucker when you do go to find the source of these tweets and it's something like this and you're like, I'm here, I'm in a pig pen.
Yeah, I did feel like that when I found out it was her, because the moment I saw her name, I was like, nothing good is going to come of this.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, respectfully.
Yeah. Get your money, sis, if that's going to be the brand, like the bare minimum.
Like your brand in the mud?
No.
At this point, we know too much about you.
Yeah. But yeah, I still lean towards the gig, innit? And that's it's a problem, but I think that's the justification why people do what they do, innit? So.
And shame is free. This is what is surprising about all of it.
It is.
Like, you don't have to pay for it.
But God bless the shameless, because we'd have no entertainment.
You love it.
We do.
Oink oink in the pig pen.
Yeah, sorry?
Man. Yeah, I'm in the pig pen from time to time, man. Oinking them and doing it. Like, we need, you know why? Because it could never be me, so it has to be you. It's got to be one of us, and it can't be me. It can't be. My mom could never find out.
Never be me.
Yeah, it can never be me. It can never be me. So, yeah, man. Shouts out to them people there, man. I hope you work through your issues and that. And
she needs therapy, genuinely.
Do you think?
Genuinely.
Because that can come across condescending sometimes. Like, you need therapy. You need therapy.
Everyone can benefit from therapy. I don't feel like there's definitely this stigma around going to therapy. Like, you have to have had something super traumatic go on in your life. Or
so what do you think the issue is? Is it like a self-esteem thing? I'm just pulling stuff out because you're saying she needs therapy. Is it a self-esteem thing? Is it like a value thing? Is it why do these things keep happening to you and you're always in past hours? Like,
I don't know, 'cause I'm not a medical professional. However, I just feel like, there's I just feel like she could benefit from speaking to a professional rather than the internet about some of the stuff that she's been through, because a lot of it does seem quite traumatic.
Fair.
So genuinely, not even from a condescending point, but I think there's definitely something to be said for someone who gets so much validation from speaking about such troubling and traumatic things online.
No, you know what it is, like, it's because it's become a reality, but that thing isn't healthy.
It's not.
Even I'm not even talking about her specifically, to take her away from it, just the amount of time we spend online, innit?
Yeah.
You know, whilst I ask you to be on an app listening to this podcast, but the amount of time we spend online is crazy.
Yeah, it is. And it's not, like, as much as we make a joke about it, we as human beings shouldn't know so much about so many people. We shouldn't be connected to so many things for so long, all of the time. It's just not natural. This is not how...
to actually genuinely care that much about all these things at one time.
And we do not mentally have the capacity to take all of these things on all the time and keep it on. That's why people's attention spans are just so short, because it's always like next thing. And yeah, it's weird. Very weird.
It is indeed, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, man. It's a dark hole when you go. That when I went into that little space of YouTube, I'm like, this is really a community. There's a lot of like this type of content out there, innit? So just in terms of like people talking about themselves and just like, you know.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I did? I was never ever going to watch that whole story. You know, you can do like the YouTube do transcription.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So you can just put the transcription on and just scroll through the whole. Just
really?
Look for keywords, yeah.
Wow.
And so you just scroll. You know,
that's
like
proper
when you're
working smart and not working hard.
Yeah.
I love that.
Listen, black women in tech.
Okay, we joke about the pig pen, yeah. For you, what type of content that might go under like the uplifting, the just enjoyable one, what type of content do you go and find or jumps out to you when you're like on YouTube?
I will look, do you know what? I will look at really random stuff, like that man that builds swimming pools with his bare hands.
With his bare hands?
Yeah, I'm actually going to find the link so we can put it in the description. It's just the most relaxing thing ever.
Is he Asian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Or another thing I enjoy is tiny homes. Fantastic. Okay. People have like just tiny homes.
Yeah.
I got into a really weird space at one point watching doomsday preppers.
People that like hoarding.
No, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that.
Face masks.
They're not just prepping for like, they're not just hoarding.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, a little bit, but they're also just like one family, they had a bunker, a little bit crazy, but it had like its own filtration system and they grow their own vegetables from there. So a lot of these people are self-sustaining. Yeah. And so it's just fun to watch that. Some of them are actually a little bit crazy.
I mean, a
little bit.
It doesn't surprise me.
Woo, but some of them you watch, you're like, oh.
You can understand the logic behind it, and especially the kind of world we've been living in as of late. It's not far-fetched to say that Jesus is coming.
Listen, I tweeted that all these viruses and stuff is given like the 7 Plagues 2.0.
Really?
I feel like it's the updated version.
Or iOS update.
Yeah. This is like the new thing.
Yeah, but shout out to Jordy. Hold out a little bit, man. Like, hold out a little piece. I've still got a lot of life to live, man. Hold out a little
Gabriel
piece,
needs
man.
To blow that trumpet because...
No, it's because you guys don't want to pay bills, man. That's why, man.
I hear it.
Everyone's like, send the flood. No, don't send no flood, bro. Like, I can't lie. It's been rough, but I still believe tomorrow's a new day. You got to keep hope alive.
I love this.
That's all I've got.
Well, you got is optimism.
That's all I've got at this point. So... what do you guys want from me, bro? You like tell you go to, because he might be like, you know what, you lot keep asking for it. I'll send the rapture right now.
Yeah, maybe not right now.
Yeah, so like, just be careful you ask for.
And
God will definitely answer them prayers, bro. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's time, but
yeah, we gotta take time, man. A random one, and I'm sure Vans don't know this because Chrissy was obviously asked what we're going to talk about today and that. And I said everything, and the one thing she questioned was like, "Oh, what do you mean that dad snitches on his son?"
I was so confused.
Yeah.
Who's the dad? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No.
So there's it's an ATK crew somewhere in America.
Sorry, ATK or 80,000?
ATK is a crew name, innit? And the rapper's name's Queso. He's basically on a murder charge, and his dad's on the same charge, innit? And now it's come out that his dad is turning state witness to testify against his own son. So then obviously in the in the real nigga community, in the hip hop community, there's all the chatter online and everyone on going live on Instagram's talking about like this case and like, you know, what type of dad does this? Is he right? Is he wrong? Just the kind of conversation around, you know.
Cain and Abel.
Yeah, you know, like I've seen some reports that, you know, the dad basically when they did the booting, they had to abandon the car. Dad wasn't aware of what was going on. They've called the dad to pick them up. So unknown to him, he's picked them up.
Okay,
that changes the narrative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's one angle in it.
Yeah.
But the other angle is that their dad is actually the leader of this ATK crew and he's sent them out. He's had other charges himself. Allegedly sent them to go and do shootings before, and he's fully aware. But whatever the case is, his angle is that his dad was a G, and if this was him, because he had a statement in it, he would never let his dad sit for this long. But even in the statement, he kind of positioned it as like, my son's guilty, I'm innocent. Like, you know I didn't do it, but you're letting me sit.
If he's a fully fledged participant of the street shit, eat that bird.
Yeah, cool. And if anything, one could argue you should eat the bird for your son.
Yeah, like you've done your time.
Yeah, but
not literally. But
like, you've
been out here. Like you've done your thing,
innit? Jiving.
But it shows you, like, bro, that acronym is the coldest one by Pusha T. Sorry nigga, I'm just trying to come home. Like
sorry nigga, he added the just. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry nigga, I'm trying to come home.
Yeah, I was
the
trying
acronym.
to even make it more convincing. Gusto, bigger. I'm just trying to come home, man. Forgive me. I know I broke the rules, but I want to see my wife. Because that's what it ends up being a lot of the time, you know.
Yeah.
All this road trip. I just want to come see my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
Like gangster, whatever. But the normalcy that every man wants is, I want to come home to my wife and kids.
Bro, do you know why? Because the reality just turns blank.
Bro,
once they're inside,
I'm gonna be sitting there with men for 40 years, bro. Yeah. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Outside, I was living like a king. In fact, now I can live like a pauper. All the stuff that like delayed gratification, I was trying to like jump the queue and that because I wanted to go and buy the nice things and have a nice life. Now you're in jail now, and especially in America, and you're working for $2 a day or something stupid. You would take the $15 an hour job on the outside. Because you got your freedom.
Yeah.
So my man maybe just doesn't want to do the jail time and it's like, fuck them kids, man. For real. It's just a crazy case because it's like dad and son is brazy.
Who do you believe?
The stuff I've seen, I think the dad is way more in the know than he's letting on to be. And he's just a bona fide snitch. And he wants off the case. Yeah, so and he's just trying to look after number one. You know? Kind of brazy.
It's very crazy to me.
It's very, very.
It's not uncommon though.
Even for civilians, it's like people that are not in any life. Even you can look at it like, should there be some more morals here? Surely
it's not even uncommon, bruv. Like
what, dad snitching on son?
No, like
just snitching in general.
Snitching in general. From
of
dons
course.
that are supposedly living by the code.
They're the worst.
No code.
They're the worst ones for it. The whole like we do.
Italian mafia thing.
Yeah, we do have a problem in our community in regards to snitching. But it supersedes us. Even forget that like treason is a thing. Yeah. Like the deserters, like the establishment itself, they don't like tattletales and people that like turn against their people.
Don't be a grass.
Yeah, don't be a grass. They don't like it either. So it's not just an us thing, but where it's played out badly for us is the real hires up. So like the dons of any crew, whatever, they use to insulate themselves. So you don't go against the code, don't snitch, but that person is taking 5, 10, 20 years because of something that you sent them to do or something that you actually did. But because we don't snitch and you're going to be real. But once people realize, hold on, you can kind of come home or no one does anything to you or you can go into witness protection.
They're just like,
I'm going to snitch, bro. Well, I'll take the risk, bro, at least. Shouts out to that first person that snitched and was like, I can't do this, man.
Sorry, nigga.
Freedom?
I'm trying to come home.
Fuck the gang, I'm coming home, man. What do you not think this is? And then when I'm in jail, you be fucking my wife. You never come and visit me.
Why do we have to go there?
Because I've got to give them the stark realities of how these things are. Like you like this is what happens.
You're fucking my wife.
Fucking my wife. You're not taking care of me in jail.
Okay, yeah.
Monetarily, you're not like. It's crazy. Yeah. Even you watch The Wire, innit?
Yeah.
Even remember in The Wire when Weebay goes to jail. And then there's that period where remember his wife is like the antithesis of like a bad mum. Like she had her son out there selling drugs because there was a point where Avon and that they've cut her off.
So Rent's Juby
like they basically we basically got in jail for something that's associated to the crew. They were still like giving her money on like a monthly basis. Then the money stopped, innit?
Yeah.
And then what did she do in return? She made her son, it's time for you to be a man, be like your dad. Your dad's in jail forever now.
Yeah.
You need to go out and go on a corner just so she can have the furs and all that stuff still. Like,
What,
the money will stop.
She
became accustomed to a lifestyle.
Yeah.
She became accustomed to a lifestyle. And they sent her something that came from her to be outside. He's not his dad, bro.
Steve Harvey's wife.
They should date two kingpins. What a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she knows where the money resides.
Yeah. Yeah. She really does. That's Steve Harvey collecting all them checks from family fortunes.
Niggas, he's gone to Africa now, new territory. He's doing his thing over there. Yeah. He's trying to be global for real. And he's going to be as
This is
well.
Michael B. Jordan Sr.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's very wild.
That is insane. Oh my days. New music? I just feel uncomfortable. I'm never going to run into Steve Harvey, but I just feel uncomfortable now.
It's got so many teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we spoke about Mira May's album earlier.
Yeah.
There were a few more releases.
Talk about it.
Jordy, not Jordan. A Filthy Fella.
Yeah,
We've got
man.
an EP. It's an
Yeah.
EP, short project.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Bro, you know, especially for someone that's like still growing.
Yeah.
I would definitely like if you want to give me an album, that's up to you. But
Nah,
I don't think it'll
not
need
yet.
time in it.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're still building anticipation. You're still building like your core fan base.
KMT.
Yeah, it's called KMT. Shouts out to Chris Capo. He was an A&R on that project as well.
Oh yeah, shout out to my guy Chris.
I saw him even just post something. I won't say the numbers, but like where Jordy was prior to him working with Chris and where he is now in regards to his monthly listenership.
Go, Chris.
These analytics, they matter, innit?
Chris the Capo, no
shouts-
capping,
So
nigga.
shouts out to Capo, and I enjoyed it, bro. Like I've been saying it, like Rich 32's been killing the features. I've got another example of it, bro.
Yeah, 40 Acres.
Yeah,
Bro, like I was listening to we were listening to it earlier, and H was like, because it was the first time H listening to it, he was like, rah, he was wondering why Jordy was going so hard, but then he realized Wretch was lurking.
and that's a testament to him.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Jordy don't rap at a good level or high level all the time, but when you are either in studio or you're on a song with Wretch, you know you've got to come crazy because
bro, he went crazy, bro. I was like, shit, like obviously Jordy is relatively new to my ears,
yeah,
and someone like Wretch who's seasoned to my ears, it's like, all right, cool, like I kind of know that Wretch is gonna come on and do something mad,
of course,
but whilst I've been distracted by Jordy going so ham, I'm thinking, rah, like what's Wretch gonna do?
No, it was a good marriage, and it being 40 Acres, because you know a lot of Wretch's content is talking about like what we need to do as people, innit?
Yeah,
And
ownership,
and there's a lot more layered than just like the standard rap we get in a minute, bitches and bottles and drip and all that stuff, innit? He can go there as well if he wants to, but he will talk about some more stuff, innit? And the reason why I really like that verse is because he's in that, what I feel is that good space where you're an OG, you're solidified, but you're blessing all these young guys with verses. So whether you're on Jordy's tape, whether you do M Honcho, whether it's not, 'cause I'm sure there might be some I've missed over the last year and a half as well.
Yeah,
like you're still sharp, innit? And it wouldn't shock me if in like a year, 2's time we get a project from him again.
yeah. I said last week, bro, like you don't hear from him, but when you do, he never misses a step. Like he's always match fit.
Quality over quantity, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's the type of elder statesman that I like to see.
So he's aging well, unlike
Aging well, bro. Like with every like length his locks are growing, you hear more wisdom in the bar.
That's what you're saying. Like my future looks bright.
Maybe it depends, man.
No, why are you looking at that? Powers, man. When you go out the hair, it's powers, man. Why do your face like that?
Do your podcast.
Wow, this is very rude for no reason.
Yeah.
If you don't
Thanks
know
for
who I am
backing
by
me, bro.
now, then
Yeah.
sorry to you, like that.
It's a sorry to that man.
But
Yeah.
yeah, nah, I was really impressed with this EP. Multiple spins today in the car.
So does it pass the car test?
It has passed the car test.
Do you think you've been to the gym enough to know if it passes the gym test?
Yep. Because it's only about 30 minutes long.
You're not a good woman. I'm just gonna let you know you are not a good woman. I want you to make heaven.
No,
But the way you're moving, I don't know.
I'm just trying to
If someone tells you they've not been in gym once in 7 days, you're not asking me, does it pass the gym test? Are you passing your test? Are you normal?
You could have done some cardio.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a serious sickhead. Buck Me, Enemies, Peak, 40 Acres, and Special. I really like Special as well.
Yeah,
I do really like Special. We got Enemies before the project dropped as well, and Peak, I think, as well.
Yeah. He's been cooking, man. Like, because he had SMH last year.
Yeah.
And I think he had a project like before that as well. So, like, the quality just keeps on upping, like, and he keeps proving himself. I've heard him on other stuff as well.
Yeah,
obviously the shit with Vibba.
Yeah, I tweeted that for me, he was a standout guy in Vibba.
Yeah.
Anytime they have a group song and he's on there, he stands out. So I could hear it. I just needed to hear more.
Yeah.
I needed to see you do some stuff on your own, which he has. I remember, was it last year we got Cherry B, the single as well.
Yeah.
And I remember, shouts out to Beats Rhymes and Live podcast. They had him on as well early when they were doing their pod as well. So
yeah, he's on an EP that I'm currently enjoying by Midnight Funk.
Okay.
He's on one of the rhythms there, and yeah, he does his thing. Like, he's very dope, like, as a whole package, because he just seems, yeah, he can rap, and he just seems like he's just a regular guy, you know, just wants to chill and rap with the, you know, with the mandem and that.
I've got my hotels really as well, but I might have not necessarily been all the way as knee deep as other man, but I'm still authentic with my rapping. I like when I hear the guys that maybe don't give you this like typical gangster thing, they still showcase that I was around a little bit, because you got to sell the story, innit? You have to. I even though you're laughing, you're smiling, yeah. Pussy, I do feel for the guys that like can really rap, but the chink in their armor is that they're not street, they're not road, so it takes them longer, or takes people time to take them in. But yeah, I can hear it. They can rap, bro. Like, you can enjoy it just because it's not that, innit? So I'm not saying that he necessarily ticks that box like that, because you do hear like tales of my brethren in jail and certain things, but it's not all the way crazy, innit?
I think he's a very good artist, man. So like, I think he's just gonna improve and get better.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Maybe saying that is a disservice to him. I think he's gonna be who he is.
Yeah.
We just have to wait for everyone else to catch up.
He's had shows and stuff, and when I've seen the footage, it's going off in there, innit? So
yeah. But like,
got the following,
I'm just turning like in
the masses, innit?
A
like,
mass following.
The casual listener who will know you from that big song, and then now they invest in it. Whereas people that are like
pew, pew.
Yeah, no, not that. But if it's going off, you're crazy. Also, he's on big platforms like your Filthy Fellas, innit?
Yeah.
So sometimes those things can help in regards to visibility, but then maybe sometimes they can hurt because people don't necessarily take you serious as an artist.
Okay.
Because I've got people that like I rate, and you can use your imagination. You're like, I would want to be on here regular, but they still got something they're trying to do in it, and they don't want to kind of like mess up the perception of them. So I could be speaking like Tom, but that's how I look at him. Like, right, you're on there. Of course, it's football, and it's the man them, so you can kind of do your thing. But I think will that hurt a little bit? Because you want people to know, yo, I'm actually a rapper. Like, I do this thing for real, innit? And I think this tape showcases that, so I enjoyed it. But this tape that I've been playing for the last 2 days, that is fucking cold. Nafe Smallz.
Yeah, do you know what? I've been meaning to get it.
Bro, it's brazy, bro. If it weren't for the fact the camera was still running, yeah, and we get into our bag, we start playing music. Let me just talk about some of the stuff, the tunes on there that I'm feeling, yeah. Because he's got a song on there with Unknown T, yeah. It's called Legacy, by the way.
Okay, I'll take that in.
The song's called Sky Dweller. Crazy. And towards the end of the project, Dimensions of Waterfalls. I love that as well. Got a song on there called with Little TJ called Elegance, and then it's followed after by Sand to the Beach. So from the whole thing's really enjoyable for me, but from the third song, Beat with Young T and Bugsy, into Elegance, into Sand to Beach, then to Bad, to Sky Dweller, and Adjusting to Fame. After that, you got Gelato 41 with D Block Europe, but just that section of the first half of the album, for me, so strong. Obviously, you know what you're getting. This wave music is auto-tune, but for me, I think it's done really well. And I feel like someone that sometimes people forget about a little bit, but like, he's a father for a lot of people when it comes to that. Him, Young Fume, when it comes to that wavy music, that auto-tune inspired music, that stuff that can like if you were to pick artists to kind of cross over and go to America, those are the guys. And you can see like having songs with Little TJ. He's had collaboration with American artists as well. So those are the people that I pick, and I think he does it really well. So yeah. Nafe's thing's separate.
Yeah, I like Nafe. Like there's been occasions where he's really stood out. Obviously more recently he's collaborated with Huncho, who he obviously played at the start. They've got great chemistry together. But then I've seen him work with other people like Skepta, for example.
Yeah.
The rhythm that he has with Skepta is cold. Then you'd see him with a Young T and Bugsy, or you'll see him with a Notes. Like, you know, you see him with a whole different range of artists. But yeah, and I do need to take in this project. I just haven't had the chance to yet.
No, you catch it when you catch it.
I must even forgot that he was.
I did. I forgot because obviously I was so engrossed in Mira May's thing and listening to Jordy's thing. And Bridget messaged me. He's like, "Rah, listen to Nafe's thing." And that's like Sunday. I played it. I was like, "Rah, this is cold." Obviously, I've been back to work this week. I've been playing it. I was like, "Yeah, this thing is hard still." So even on the way home tonight, I'm not going to play that again. So I've been enjoying. Novelist dropped a project called For the Homies. I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah,
it comes recommended. It's West Coast inspired. It's a little bit different from what he does traditionally with grime, but I've heard it's really good. So I will listen to that, and we can hopefully talk.
I saw him post something about him being number one.
Yeah, I saw that as well
somewhere. I don't know what chart it was, but
we'll take it.
Yeah. Shouts Nov.
Number one on the Society and Culture podcast chart. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Just give me number one.
Put me on the top, baby.
Yeah, I'll take it, man. So, is there anything else we're missing from this week? I think we've covered everything on the docket. Is there anything else that the pod gods have dropped on us that wasn't on our to-do list that we can cover?
I was gonna say one more music drop.
Okay, sorry, go
on. A2 dropped.
Yes.
2-pack. Upstairs, downstairs. Pretty decent. 2 songs. Don't know what he's doing. He's just been throwing out songs.
I just wanted to stop doing the Enigma thing, man. You're cold, bro. Like
2-pack.
Yeah, no, he dropped 2 songs. And 2 songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I
just wanted to like come outside and let the people see you a little bit, man.
Upstairs and downstairs. I think
cold, man.
He knows what he does, man. He feeds his fan base. He teases them, then he'll drop a project, and then he'll do a show. I went to his show. Can't remember, but a year ago, maybe.
Yeah, the last time I saw him was at Coco in Camden, and that was a cold show.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I saw him at Scala.
Okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And I think it was just after he dropped was it Purple one?
Purple, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it? Oh no, All Spill.
Yeah, All Spill.
Yeah.
And bro, like he's got such a core fan base.
They love him, bro.
It's nuts.
But that's what annoys me more, because like when I think he was in the spaces with that Az guy, and there was people on, like, of course everyone's not gonna know every artist. Just because I rate them doesn't mean people don't know. But you know, like it's someone that you really rate, and people going, "Oh, who's this brother?" Like, I'm like, bro, if only you knew, because like it's not light to sell out Coco in Camden. Like it's like having you dropping tickets, dropping dates for a show, and they go like that.
Shout out to Coco, by the way. They reopened last week. I mean, well, they reopened for a bit, but Nux had a show there,
and that was really good as well. So
yeah, I went to, and yeah, I haven't been Coco in a while.
But yeah, Sunlight Venue isn't light work, so it's like, for you to do that, obviously you're not signed at the moment. You do your scar, like just having that core and not having to do too much with the antics. I'm not saying I wanted to change and do the antics thing, but just like show your face a little bit. Whether that's, I don't know if it's a bit more visibility, getting on live more, or doing pods, or just doing some more stuff, letting people see you, because I want you to be bigger than you are. Maybe you're happy where you're at, and that's fine, innit? It's easy for me to say, but like I feel like your talent and what you've produced so far is deserving of more. So, because that's something I've listened to from like SoundCloud days. I think they're so wavy. So
I know SoundCloud.
Well, yeah. If you're listening to this podcast, you might be listening to SoundCloud. So yeah,
catch it there.
Yeah. So, you see the dry humor? Like it's dry as hell, boy. Crackers. Yep. that's Chrissy right there.
Do you know what's not dry?
What's that?
I was asking you a question.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not playing this game with you at all. Leave me alone.
No, okay, sorry.
Yeah. This is dangerous territory. Leave me alone. Thank you. Yeah. So we're done with music.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like everyone's kind of tired. We need to go home.
I'm just hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Need to
play.
eat.
You guys didn't watch anything at the moment?
Yes.
Raising
I
Canaan's
did.
come back this week.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
When?
Yeah.
Wait, when did that drop?
Like a day
It's
ago.
music to my ears.
Yeah.
Actually, P Valley's dropping this weekend.
Oh my god.
Can't wait for that.
Much excitement.
Okay. Yeah,
Those fine women's.
the trailer dropped 4 days ago.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch that later.
So, Power Book 3, Raising Canaan Season 2.
Oh my god.
Like that, love that.
So much
Looks
love.
super interesting. Yeah, I'm not actually watching anything new per se. It was just that I saw. I was like, okay, cool.
I'm waiting on P Valley.
Okay.
I watched a really good series on Netflix called Dark Money.
Yeah.
So the premise of, it's not a spoiler, the premise of the whole show is that this young British boy goes to the US to do a movie,
Right.
and the director of the movie sexually assaults him.
Jesus Christ.
So they show this at the beginning, so it's not a spoiler.
Mm.
So the family take money for their silence, but then the whole series is about I suppose just the journey of that and the different implications and whatnot.
Right.
It's 4 parts, so 4 hours. Definitely worth a watch. It is a little bit dark at times, but it's not graphic or anything. You don't see anything too distressing,
Yeah.
but definitely worth a watch. Just looking at how, okay, yeah, you've on the come up now and you've taken the money and life is great, but is it really?
Okay. Well, I'll check it out.
I won't. But
Thanks for the recommendation.
yeah,
I love you lot when you're just being brutally honest. Like, yeah, nah, not happening.
there's so many shows that I need to catch up on. Yeah, a
That's
new
not on my
show.
list. Yeah.
I'm like, nah, sorry, I can't do this one.
Yeah, I need to be
It didn't
invested.
gr-
That's
yeah, it
what's
didn't
been
grab me
troubling me
enough.
lately, or like has to become highly recommended, like the Our Father thing. That's what everyone's talking about, so when to go and watch it. That's what I haven't watched. Ricky Gervais stand-up special. It is.
Is it funny?
It's funny, but only a white man could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I heard.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard.
some jokes
It's
on that.
way more like it's a lot more controversial.
And it's like I'm trying to be, and obviously like, and I think the line a lot of comedians are going for at the minute is like, nobody is above jokes, innit? So if you joke about everybody, we can joke about you, and it's not like we're punching down or we're trying to demonize you or make you feel away. We joke everybody, innit? So I'm sure the people that listen to this and go and watch that, they may not feel the same way, but I'm not gonna pretend like there's times I like dark humor, innit? And I just want to see sometimes how the other side live, how they think, how they feel.
Yeah.
Because we feel like some of these things are exclusive to our community, and like we have problems with transphobia, they permeate all aspects of society.
Yeah.
Like it's a societal problem, innit? So, like, yeah, if you're into it, go watch it. The jokes in there are brazy, they're crazy, and as I said, only a white
Yeah, only a white
man
the white man.
could go that
Do
far
you know
left
what
of
else I watched? Like much lighter watching. Ironically, it's called Dark Tourist, also on Netflix.
it. Yeah.
This man, what's his? Not Jimmy Theroux, Jason Theroux, Jack Theroux. No, what's his man's name?
Louis Theroux.
Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
Thank
Where
you.
did you get Jack and
I
all
don't
these
know.
random dons from?
Kind of like Louis Theroux-ish, but
Yeah.
basically this guy goes across the world and does like dark tourism. So in one episode, he goes on a tour where you can live life like a like someone that's trying to cross the border.
Fucking hell.
So you do this whole tour. You wake up at 6 o'clock. They drag you up, and then at the end of it, you don't actually make it across the border because police catch you. But then people pay to do these things. There's one episode where he went to the most radioactive place in the world, somewhere in Russia. No, where did they have that tsunami?
Chernobyl?
No, there was a tsunami.
Tsunami.
Yeah, it
Was
was
in Thailand, the tsunami somewhere in East Asia.
Yes, thank you. So when the tsunami happened, there were earthquakes, and it set off one of the reactors.
Okay.
So he just goes all across the world doing these crazy things, and you're like,
These people that just like have mundane lives and they want a bit of danger and excitement.
yeah. So it's just, you look at it and you're like, wow, white people really just.
So there's no
Like-
blacks on there.
No, it's this one white man that
Okay.
he
Does all
travels
this,
across
yeah.
the world and films it and stuff. He went to an African village. Of course, they were doing witchcraft there. And he was doing this like potion, and he was like, it was actually quite a freeing experience.
Packs and potions.
Like,
Yeah.
he loved it.
I did see Sebi tweeting about I think it's A Journey Through Africa on Netflix.
Wholesome.
Just kind of detailing how widespread the influence of the Yoruba culture and religion is, and the language. So there's parts of Brazil that you hear the language and the culture. So yeah, I think it's called A Journey Through Africa. I will double check though just to make sure. Is it coming to running, Hitch? Okay. Cool.
There's a lot of stuff to watch, man. Disney Plus. There's I see the Obi-Wan Kenobi short series that's just dropped. It looks interesting, but I've never watched a Star Wars movie in my life.
Same.
So I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah.
Nah, never. It never like interested me. Nah. Darth Vader, Darth Maul, all them dons. Luke Skywalker, all of them dons.
Darth Vader, Darth Maul. Oh, but this.
I was never running to watch a Star Wars movie.
What, John Boyega? Yeah. Sometimes you.
I wanted to watch that.
Can't Black Day. It's not always gonna work, man.
But sometimes the black can't bring me in. Am I bad vibes?
Yeah.
Sounds like a coon-demic to me.
Wow. Have you not watched Star Wars?
No, I'm a coon too.
Wait.
I'm cooning together.
Nah, sorry. What's going on?
Two coons.
Nah, sorry. I ain't endorsing that one.
I said, no, these charges ain't sticking. But now move on. I'm playing. I'm being silly, obviously. I've not watched any, so I don't know where to start. And then the only like Sons of Anarchy was a massive, like a lot of seasons, isn't it? And it's because of lockdown I was able to like get into that. So I'm not saying I need lockdown again, but it has to be that kind of thing where I feel like I'm that still, and I've got that much time in my hands to catch up on a show.
I need to watch Moon Knight on Disney. That was the latest Marvel 6-part series. Yeah, they've been killing it. I'm sorry, Marvel have been killing it with the series.
Well, they've got so much money they can even just trial series and if it don't work.
That's
yeah.
But it shows the cinema's going. Those are the only type of things that can get you out of your house now to go and watch films. If it's not on that level, you're kind of screwed. It's kind of got to be straight to Netflix or, especially.
I still like going to the cinema.
Oh, of course, yeah. Go on.
Have any of you got cinema bosses?
No, but I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a Cineworld again.
Cinema?
Yeah. What? Do they have one?
£16. Well, £40, but if you want to be bougie, add a £2 on top so you can get the Leicester Square one.
Obviously.
Yeah, but where's the nearest Odeon to you, bro?
It's not about the nearest one, it's about the best one.
I hear that.
Quality of everything, man.
The one in Whiteley's was lit.
Oh, shit.
Is that still open?
The Whiteley's is gone, bro.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
That's how you tell my man, link me at Wiley's. This finished. It's
bruh.
done. Yeah, I used my brother used to let me use the cinema card and that. It was good times, bro. Just watch films all the time.
No, it's a good investment store.
Yeah. So a proper cinema buff, it makes sense, innit?
Yeah.
So
View was doing like £5 on Mondays. I used to go every Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just catch a random movie.
Have you not been to the Odeon in Leicester Square, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Everyone's been? Shit.
I took my mum there.
Because you don't say that, yeah, like, I'm like, I went up with it.
no.
Yeah.
It went down. It's like growing up, I was always going Surrey Keys, and that was just the one, innit? So, but yeah, I've gone Netflix, bro.
Yeah, I took my mum there to watch Noah's
But that's
Ark.
like when my brother bust me on like Everyman's. I was like, bro, this thing exists, bro. Like,
yes,
like Everyman's different. It's a different thing. But it's dangerous. Someone like me, a notorious sleeper, I'll just like.
But you know, the cinema's one place where I can stay awake.
Really?
Because I paid money.
Maybe we should start charging you to come here.
Bastard.
I have slept in a cinema, I can't lie.
And you wake up and it's like, sometimes you think you can salvage it, bro. I was sleeping during what's the one with John David Washington? What's the film again?
Tenet.
And to this day, I'm adamant. I tell her, yeah, I know the storyline. I don't know shit.
Why are you lying?
Bro, because I'm a liar, innit?
Wait, what?
What kind of stupid question is that?
Bro.
Because I don't.
Bro. But of all things to lie about, though.
Because I don't want to admit that I
bro.
was sleeping, innit? Because that was my thing. It's like, oh, you always fall asleep in the cinema, innit? So I was like, no. I was
slept,
awake.
man.
I was
What,
awake,
bro?
I was awake. But now I've committed to it so much. I'm like, yeah, I know the storyline. I don't know shit about that film. I need to watch it again.
Even if you watch it again, you still won't get it, bro.
Yeah, no. I've been told that. That's why I've not gone back. I was like, I'm not wasting my time in it. So
Yeah, nah. I even slept during Spider-Man.
Fuck. Okay. Have you gone
The
back?
H knows. He was in the same cinema.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bucked him at the end, didn't it? Like, I didn't know that.
Well, just by coincidence.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you could have both caught each other out. Like, oh, look who you're with. Look who I'm with. Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah,
what are you doing
nah.
now? Watching the film, bro?
Bro, it was a late showing, you know.
Yeah.
It was late.
But I know
Yeah.
myself.
Why
I
would
don't
you
play
do
with
that to
those ones.
yourself?
I know myself. I'm not doing that,
It was
bro.
like 1:45.
Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
But you fell asleep on the way there, bro. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Ridiculous.
No, but sometimes them 1:45 be the ones. I went to see Joker mad late.
I can't risk it with those films because
I saw
all those films
Batman
are long
mad late.
films. They're like 2 hour plus minimum, minimum 2 hours. I can't do it.
I saw Batman at like 9 o'clock and I came out like it was midnight.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah, but anything after 11, peak for me, bro.
Yeah.
It's not happening, bro. So
I was like, wow, 3 hours engaged. Avatar's gonna come out this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a reason like every 10 years? Like the thing?
I think after this one they're gonna drop another one, but it's not gonna take as long because I think it's part of the production now.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay. They are doing random. They're doing a remake of Sorts for White Men Can't Jump.
Okay.
They've got Jack Harlow in there.
Wow.
Can we just end this, please?
Jack Harlow's in there. I think Andrew Schultz is getting a little bit of a part.
Andrew
in there.
Schultz.
Yeah. So,
I don't like the sound of it already.
but remember how we spoke about Thingy?
Oh my
Bel Air?
god. No.
And we came in like,
We don't need
no
this.
remakes,
Nope.
blah, blah, blah. And then we came back in, we walked back our takes, like, you know what, this is actually quite enjoyable.
Andrew
Yeah,
Schultz.
obviously, yeah, like, and obviously they have the opportunity to prove us wrong, but
Yeah.
there's been many a remake that hasn't been great.
Oh, absolutely.
We know that it's a common theme right now where there's no originality. A lot of these new concepts are actually remakes,
Mm.
Yeah. We just
glossed
don't need
over a
Andrew
little
Schultz
bit,
on anything.
and like, bro, there's so many different new stories that like just give the other young filmmakers a chance. Because that's where the ideas are at. That's why the big directors are going to Netflix. Like Scorsese's movie went straight to Netflix.
I love that name.
Yeah, but that's also slightly different because it's like it's like a pricing out thing. It's like I'm who I am over here. I'm a bigger fish in a smaller pond over there. So
It's a lot more lucrative.
But what you're speaking to is like I'm who I am in the film industry, innit? But if I'm not gonna get what I maybe feel like I deserve or the money, remember, because like the cinema viewership is down. We're speaking about big franchises like Marvel and that. They're fine, but on the whole, it's down, innit? Cinemas are empty because of what's going on in regards to all the different apps we watch at home, innit? If you're Scorsese, you might not get the budget you're looking for, the money. But if I go to Netflix, I can lean them a bit more because they also remember it's all about real estate. We have such and such because they're all fighting that game of who has the best content. Because eventually we can't pay for everything. Now TV, Netflix, Disney. What am I missing here? Prime. There's so many things in it. So,
bro,
of course.
BBC just announced that they CBBC is no longer.
That's mental.
serious.
Yeah, bro,
Yes, like,
that's insane.
but like, there's a war going outside. So yes, with
CBBC,
Netflix will
bro.
get Scorsese, and he'll get the money he's looking for from them, and probably leverage the fact that I'm over here with the big film.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm just saying that like the direction is there's been a huge shift as the tastemakers or like the people that used to come with original screenplay.
It's because the culture's changing.
Yeah, they've just taken a different.
What they
turn.
want is like, we need a guarantee on our money, bro. People are not outside like that anymore. The culture in regards to watching films has changed. So if I'm gonna give you 100 million, I don't give a fuck about your originality and that the fact you're 21 years old and you love film. Are you putting the money up? Am I putting the money up?
Marvel's dominating.
Household name, franchise, slightly different. Like slightly different attachment in print, attachment on film. The attachment's different, bro. Like we all know that, innit? And they will get the money because they've got it's bottomless, bro. Like they can do it, innit? Whereas over here, you have this wonderful idea, but you might have to go and look at Easter eggs. You're gonna have to go and just do YouTube first, then do that, then do this. Look at where we get for Tyler Perry to go and buy the 100-acre land and that. He has to do all these different. Some might we say like media films or there's Netflix films.
I like how he did it.
You know, of course, there's different routes in it. Many ways to skin a cat, but because the cultures change, you see these things like a Will Smith. They maybe ain't got the money from anymore, but I can go to Netflix and do Bright because Netflix will pay me. They have to. I'm Will Smith. That's what I'm speaking to, innit? It's not just be argument. I'm just saying the culture's changed, and that's why we get those different things, innit? It's good for us because, of course, we're the consumer, but we've got so much choice out there. There's a war going on with regards to, like, Disney got their own thing. So what you got to go over there and have that as well, you know? And then did Netflix not lose all that content I think that Disney had? Am I wrong? There was someone that lost some content because they're like, we're just keeping it over here with us, innit? Because
all the Marvel stuff is off.
Netflix. Precisely, because they want it to be. Everybody wants to have the viewers exclusively to them, innit? So, but yeah, so I like to say this: get a cinema card.
Yeah,
that's how we got here because of Haich saying get a cinema card. You know.
Also, get your tickets.
Yes, get your tickets to our party on Friday, the 3rd of June.
Yes.
Doors open at 10 o'clock.
And I'll be there at 9:30.
Shouts out to Chrissy. They also shut at 12 o'clock, so please don't be late because
I won't let you in.
I trust my good brother Vans. At a certain point, his phone's off. It's just not happening for you, so, you know. I have a lot of compassion, but even me.
Dead battery.
Yeah. Battery dead. So, and more than anything, I just want to see everyone's beautiful face and us enjoy ourselves. And I love when we all out together and we have a good time in it because last week I was out with Haich and we know how that ended. I had a wonderful night, you know, so.
Had the shades on.
Come on. It's my brand now. That's my brand right there. Shades in the dance, yeah? Let them know, man.
Fourth quarter.
Lock swinging, you get me?
I like that. Fourth quarter Fols.
Come on. That might be the title of the podcast. I don't know.
I like that. I agree.
Yeah?
Endorse this message.
Wonderful. Well, you guys know what to do.
Yes.
Use the hashtag, which is Offthecuffpod.
Yes.
On absolutely everything. Get involved in the conversation. I always love engagement and feedback and critique. Just join in the conversation. Do that across all the social media platforms. And whatever you do, just make sure you lock in. You tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
You like, you comment, you subscribe.
And you'll see us on Friday.
We won't be doing any mess content.
No.
I will not be oversharing on our YouTube channel.
I'll flog you mercilessly.
Because Vans will put me in a headlock. So that's not my ministry. So
cool.
We'll be back next week, man.
Bye.
Peace.
Love.